And so we put out the clarion call to Houston to respond, to help people out in Louisiana. And I especially this morning want to thank the faith-based community in this city. I mean, the faith-based community just stepped up across the board, and other companies and individuals, Houstonians, have stepped up. And there's some supplies that have already gone, but today there are 32 pallets that's going to be heading to Baton Rouge, to the Baton Rouge region. There are people who have contributed checks for the people in the area. Can't say enough. Council members Dwight Boykin from District D and Council Member Dave Martin from District E are kind of like going to be the ambassadors for the city. William Paul is going to be accompanying them from my staff. They're going to be driving up, and just as soon as we finish talking this morning, and heading to Louisiana. But I want to thank all of Houstonians for just being so gracious, so kind and contributing. I want to again reemphasize to thank the faith-based community. I'm not going to even call out individuals, churches and other groups, nonprofits, but let me just say 34 drop-off locations across the city of Houston. There are some supplies that have already gone ahead of us. But this morning is a great day. Hopefully, maybe we can open up the truck so you can kind of, if you haven't already seen. But this 18-wheeler is full, and there's another truck that's going to be going with them as well. But I want to thank Houston for just being so for generous, for so thoughtful, and contributing to this effort. And then let me pause and for Councilmember Martin and Councilmember Boykin to say something as well. Oh, and then I don't want to leave out A Rocket.
Yeah.
Look, I mean, DeAndre, where's DeAndre?
Glad to hear.
DeAndre is the owner, CEO of A Rocket Moving, and they're the ones that literally kind of like volunteer and donating their time to go and take all the supplies to Louisiana. And so I want to thank A Rocket Moving, DeAndre, for just being, for contributing to this effort. It was a holistic effort. It has been a holistic effort, and it's not over. People are still contributing. The need is still there. For people who have gone to Louisiana, they have said that they pretty much need everything. So a great deal of devastation, and everything that we do, I think, is a help to getting them back on their feet. So let me yield Councilman Martin.
Yeah, thank you, Mayor. For me, this is a personal mission. My wife was born and raised in Baton Rouge. We both attended LSU in Baton Rouge, and we lived there for a number of years. I'm a native of New Orleans, so I saw what the Katrina devastation was like. So a couple of weeks ago, my wife and I and our kids went to the Baton Rouge area, and we witnessed firsthand the devastation that this rainfall and the flooding has caused, and it's pretty severe. So I applaud the mayor for putting this initiative together, working with Mayor Kip Holden from Baton Rouge. Dwight and I are looking forward to heading over there today and really trying to do our part to represent the city of Houston and make sure these folks have the supplies that they need, especially the school supplies. A lot of the schools are still not open in the Denham Springs and the Prairieville area. So we're really looking forward to that, and there should be, I call it a mission from God. So with that, I'll turn it over to Councilmember
Boykin, District D.
Well, let me just first say welcome to District D, everybody. Spend money on your way out. I want to thank the mayor and his vision, and Councilmember Martin and I jumped on this immediately when the mayor heard the outcry for help, and he immediately contacted A Rocket and the faith-based leaders in the city to pull this off. So Councilmember Martin and I and William Paul Thomas just represent the mayor, and we look forward to go down and help the people in need. So thank you, Mayor, for what you do, sir.
Thank you. And then Pastor Fort Bend, where is he? Pastor Stevenson, let me ask them to speak on behalf of the faith-based community, because Fort Bend Church really stepped up like all of the other churches. But if you would represent all the pastors that are here, Minister, let me just your hands right there. I think there's some back there. But Pastor Stevenson.
Good morning. I want to thank Mayor Turner and all of Houston's community, particularly the faith-based community, all of our pastors, for leading their congregation to really support this effort. This effort hits home for me. I'm originally from Baton Rouge. My wife and I were born and raised in Baton Rouge. I've been a Houstonian for about 25 years, and we're just thankful. There's a lot of devastation that's going on. It's going to take months and maybe even years for families to recover. And this effort has been a tremendous blessing to so many families. So I want to thank all the pastors, all of those who represent our faith-based communities for leading their congregations to support this effort. This has been a tremendous outpouring of love, and it shows the heart that Houston has to help out a neighboring city.
Can you give us your full name, Pastor, please?
Byron Stevenson.
Byron Stevenson. I'm senior pastor of the Fort Bend Church in Sugar Land, Texas.
And Mayor, I apologize. We got stuck in traffic. You may have already covered this, but can you go ahead and tell us what's on the truck, what's going?
There are 32 pallets that are on one of the 18-wheelers. There's another truck that's going right along with them. There are supplies, school supplies. There's cleaning equipment. There are some checks that are going along with them. But a lot of supplies, cleaning equipment. What else would we be on this
Car
truck?
seats.
School supplies, backpacks,
car seats. I mean,
Diapers and all of that.
everything. What the mayor of Baton Rouge said to me is that they're in need of everything, and so people have graciously stepped up and have given. And then let me just call on one other person, and that's Johnson Robinson representing the Urban League, because they too stepped up quite a bit. So Justin Robinson from the Houston Area Urban League.
Well, thank you, Mayor, and I want to thank all of the faith-based organizations that participated. I want to thank you especially just for pulling us all together. Oftentimes when these disasters occur, it's very difficult to handle all the mass coordination of this, but having one entity to bring all this through made it easy for the nonprofits to have these 30-plus locations to deliver to, and to make one central location where it can be picked up and then taken into Louisiana. That's very important. So, as a person who's had experience with disaster relief, our organization, the Urban League, has been doing this for a long time. This makes a lot of sense. This worked really well. So I really want to congratulate you, the faith-based community, as well as Ashley, and all of those who are involved in helping to make today a success.
Thanks, John.
Congratulations to you.
And I do want to thank Janice Weaver, who gave leadership to this from my staff. So I want to thank Janice Weaver for her leadership. I want to thank all of the volunteers that showed up, went to the drop-off of the 34 drop-off sites, who put all the stuff together. My daughter is here. I want to thank again all the ministers from the faith-based community, from the different churches. I want to thank you all for just being so supportive, and I want to thank all of Houston. Whether you gave a little bit or whether you gave a lot, the reality is for people who have lost everything, that little bit means a lot, to all of them. And again, I'm just so proud of Houston for just being so generous and being so kind. So let me stop you. If you have any questions, we'll take those. These trucks will be leaving when we finish.
Quick question for you. Mass coordination, you had to do it in a small amount of time.
Yeah.
Talk about that.
Well, it was a small amount of time, but I want to thank Janice Weaver for reaching out. We have a huge list of faith-based leaders for the city that we are able to tap with an email or a text or phone calls, and we did. Initially, we started off with let's say about 7 or 8 drop-off locations. But as people heard about the effort, that number grew to 34 in our Houston region. And there are some, for example, Second Baptist, all of their locations will drop off. They have already gone ahead and sent their supplies on last week because of the devastation, and people are needing it right then and right now. So they went ahead, but churches, nonprofits, Houstonians, on short notice, turned out in a huge way. And some thought, short notice, maybe we might not have needed an 18-wheeler, but it turned out that we needed an 18-wheeler plus. And that's not counting the supplies that have already gone ahead. So I am just, can you be proud of your city? Yeah. And but again, even what we are doing today is not going to meet all of the needs in Louisiana, because literally I think one person that went from one of their churches, Let It Grow, was in Baton Rouge a week ago, half ago, and said, for example, one of the ladies told her that the water was all the way up to the roof of her house. The only thing that she had left were the things that were in the attic. Okay, everything else was destroyed. So, and as Mayor Holden from Baton Rouge told me, they're in need of everything. So I just want to say thank you, everyone.
Mayor, in that sense, do you plan to, would you like the city to continue and partners continue accepting donations?
Yeah, the effort continues. I mean, people are still dropping off supplies, so it doesn't stop. And I want to thank the council members for and Wayne Paul from my staff for going up with these supplies. But I anticipate that there will be others that will be following.
Will those items be taken and how will they be distributed?
They are being taken. We're coordinating it with the mayor from Baton Rouge, and so they will be joining his team there, and then the mayor from Baton Rouge and his team will be helped to distribute the supplies. Anything else? I want to thank you all for covering it, because I do think it's important for Houstonians to know what they did. And if y'all haven't seen into the trucks, then maybe they can open it up so you can take a look. Oh, well, yeah. Well, I hadn't looked myself, you know. So thank you all. Thank you for being here.